Are you someone who is dealing with prediabetes? If so, and this is the case, to stop type 2 diabetes from developing, it's crucial to act and make changes for the better. When blood sugar levels are above normal but not high enough to be classified as type 2 diabetes, the condition known as prediabetes develops. In this video, we will try to tell you 12 indications and symptoms of prediabetes so that you can take proactive measures to stop the development of diabetes. So let's get started. Number 12 on our list is increased thirst. A typical symptom of prediabetes is polydipsia, which is increased thirst. The kidneys work harder to filter and absorb the extra glucose when blood sugar levels are higher than usual. More fluid is needed for this process, which causes more urine to be produced. Because of this, the body becomes dehydrated, which causes thirst. An ongoing sense of thirst can result from the body's inability to maintain fluid balance due to the high blood sugar levels associated with prediabetes. To quench their thirst, people may find themselves consuming more water than usual. Next comes number 11, which is frequent urination. Polyuria, often known as frequent urination, frequently occurs along with polydipsia. The regular operation of the kidneys may be hampered by abnormally high blood sugar levels. Filtering and removing extra glucose from the blood is done by the kidneys. However, when blood glucose levels are high, the kidneys can find it difficult to reabsorb all of it, which would lead to more urine being produced. The next symptom on our list is fatigue. A sign of prediabetes can include fatigue or excessive exhaustion. The body cells might not get enough glucose to produce energy effectively when blood sugar levels are persistently raised. People with prediabetes may thus experience ongoing weariness and a lack of energy. Additionally, prediabetes is frequently accompanied by additional lifestyle problems like insufficient sleep, inactivity, and unhealthy eating patterns, all of which can exacerbate fatigue. Symptom number 9 is increased hunger. A typical symptom of prediabetes is polyphagia, which is increased appetite. Despite the fact that there is an excess of glucose in the bloodstream, the body's cells may not acquire enough glucose for energy when blood sugar levels are elevated. As a result, the body may continuously express hunger in an effort to get the energy it requires. Insulin resistance can make it difficult for the body cells to properly use glucose when a person has prediabetes. This may cause you to feel hungry all the time, even after eating. There is a perceived lack of energy and an increase in hunger as a result of the cell's inability to absorb the glucose properly. Number 8 on the list is weight loss or weight gain. Both weight loss and weight gain may be early indicators of prediabetes. Prediabetes and weight changes might have a complicated association that differs from person to person. Due to insufficient insulin activity or insulin resistance, weight loss can happen in people with prediabetes. When the body can't utilize insulin to metabolize glucose as intended, it starts to break down fat reserves for energy, which causes weight loss. On the other hand, prediabetes and weight increase can coexist. Insulin resistance can throw off the body's normal glucose and insulin levels, causing more fat to accumulate, especially around the abdomen. Obesity in the middle or in the abdomen is another name for it. It's crucial to remember that weight fluctuations on their own may not always signify prediabetes because they can be influenced by a variety of variables, like food preferences, levels of physical activity, and individual metabolism. It is best to seek medical advice if you're experiencing considerable and unexplained weight loss or increase. The next symptom is blurred vision. One sign of prediabetes may be blurred vision. The shape and functionality of the lens in the eye can alter as a result of elevated blood sugar levels in prediabetes, which can also compromise vision clarity. High blood sugar levels can cause fluid to be drawn from the eye's lenses, causing the eyes to bulge. This may lead to fluctuating visual acuity, hazy vision, or trouble focusing. As blood sugar levels change throughout the day, the blurriness is typically very transitory. Number 6 on our list is slow healing wounds. Wounds that take a long time to heal may be a sign of prediabetes. Elevated blood sugar levels have the potential to harm blood vessels and reduce blood flow, both of which are essential for supplying the body's tissues with nutrients and oxygen. Delays in the healing of wounds may result from this diminished blood flow. The body cells may become less insulin responsive in prediabetes, which leads to impaired glucose uptake. White blood cell activity and the immune system's capacity to combat infections can both be hampered by high blood glucose levels. As a result, wounds could become more prone to infection and take longer to heal. It's crucial to speak with a medical expert if you discover that your wounds are infected easily or are healing more slowly than usual. Next one, that is number 5, is tingling or numbness. Paresthesia, a medical term for tingling or numbness, can be a symptom of prediabetes. Diabetic neuropathy is a disorder where there is damage to the nerves as a result of high blood sugar levels. Sensations of tingling, numbness, or pins and needles are frequently felt in the hands and feet as a result of this nerve injury. In prediabetes, poor glucose metabolism or insulin resistance may be a factor in nerve injury. Unusual feelings can result from the bloodstream's excessive glucose interfering with nerves' ability to operate normally. Number 4 on our list is darkened skin patches. Acanthosis nigricans or darkened skin patches may be a potential indicator of prediabetes. The armpits, neck, groin, or other parts of the body with folds or creases are the common locations for the thickened, velvety, and darkened patches of skin that are the hallmark of acanthosis nigricans. Although the precise cause of acanthosis nigricans is unknown, it is thought to be related to insulin resistance. Elevated blood levels of insulin brought on by insulin resistance in prediabetes can encourage the creation of skin cells and melanocytes, giving the appearance of a darker complexion. Acanthosis nigricans is a sign of an underlying metabolic disorder like prediabetes or obesity. It acts as a physical indicator of insulin resistance and may point to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Next symptom is recurring infections, which is very common in such patients. Recurring infections, such as skin infections or urinary tract infections (UTIs), might be a sign of prediabetes. Elevated blood sugar levels can weaken the immune system and make it more difficult for it to successfully fight off infections. In prediabetes, the environment is favorable for the development of bacteria and fungi due to insulin resistance and high blood sugar levels. People may become more prone to infections as a result, particularly in the regions where germs thrive, such as the skin or urinary tract. White blood cells, which are essential for battling infections, can work less effectively when blood sugar levels are high. Additionally, too much glucose in the urine might act as a source of nutrients for bacteria, raising the risks of UTIs. Number 2 on our list is family history. Prediabetes risk is significantly influenced by family history. You are more likely to develop prediabetes if you have a family history of type 2 diabetes. There is a significant genetic component to prediabetes, and specific genetic variables can affect insulin resistance and abnormal glucose metabolism. Having a close relative with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, such as a parent or brother, may suggest a genetic susceptibility. Similar patterns of insulin resistance and glucose control within the family may be caused by this genetic relationship. It's crucial to take charge of your health if you have a family history of type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Regular checkups, proper weight management, regular exercise, and adherence to a balanced diet can help lower the risk of prediabetes and enhance general well-being. The top position on the list is held by yeast infections. An increased incidence of yeast infections, particularly in women, is another indication of prediabetes. High blood sugar levels offer yeast, candida, the ideal conditions for expansion and growth. Prediabetes can cause an overgrowth of yeast that results in recurrent yeast infections due to its underlying insulin resistance and changing blood sugar levels. Prediabetic women may encounter more vaginal yeast infections, which are marked by symptoms like burning, itching, and unusual discharge. Yeast is encouraged to flourish because the extra glucose in the bloodstream acts as a food source for it. Additionally, prediabetes-related immunological dysfunction can make it harder for the body to fight off yeast overgrowth. So these were the 12 signs and symptoms of prediabetes. If you are aware of any other symptoms other than this, do comment below and let us know.